United States forecast. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be with you again in today's weather news forecast. As we move into the final days of August and the start of September, the United States is experiencing a climate phenomenon that is both rare and surprising to scientists as well as the public across the country. While many people are still enjoying the last days of summer, a series of powerful cold air outbreaks from Canada are sweeping southward, driving temperatures down sharply, setting record lows in many areas not seen for decades. The arrival of this early cold air does not only bring a sense that winter is knocking at the door before autumn has even officially begun, but also has direct impacts on several fronts, from the Atlantic hurricane season to flood risks from heavy rain, and even the outlook for winter 2025-2026. In this special report, we will break down the current weather situation across the United States, the unusual cold outbreaks, their mechanisms and areas of impact, potential effects on the Atlantic hurricane season, associated extreme events, heavy rain, floods, severe thunderstorms, waterspouts, and even the chance of early snow. A detailed 7-day forecast for each region. Practical advice for residents to prepare and respond. Globe the current picture nationwide. First, let us look back at recent developments. A low-pressure trough combined with cold air has swept through the Midwest and Northeast, bringing refreshingly cool, even chilly, conditions to many states. Residents in cities such as Chicago, Cleveland, and Boston are already feeling temperatures more typical of October or November. Meanwhile, the Southeast and Gulf Coast are facing prolonged thunderstorms. Moisture streaming from the Gulf, reinforced by the lingering trough, has brought heavy rainfall across Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi. In some areas, totals have reached 150 to 200 millimeters, 6 to 8 inches, within just 24 to 48 hours, raising significant flooding and flash flood concerns. To the southwest, the Four Corners region, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah, remains in the peak of the late monsoon season. High pressure over Mexico and Texas is drawing in Pacific moisture, producing scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. For these states, the cycle of intense sun followed by evening storms is expected to continue in the coming days. On the West Coast, however, the picture is entirely different. California and Nevada remain gripped by extreme heat, with Death Valley and inland Southern California exceeding 40 degrees Celsius, over 104 degrees Fahrenheit. This raises ongoing fears of wildfires and water shortages. Snowflake cold air outbreaks, causes and mechanisms. The most notable feature is the upper-level flow. At present, the jet stream is aligned in a northwest to southeast pattern, which allows cold Canadian air masses to plunge directly into the United States. A strong low-pressure system over eastern Canada and the Great Lakes is acting as a cold pump, continuously pulling frigid Arctic air southward into the Midwest and Northeast. At the same time, high pressure over Texas and New Mexico prevents this cold surge from being blocked, enabling it to push unusually far south. Experts note that today's atmospheric setup closely resembles 2014, a year when the U.S. experienced one of the most severe early cold outbreaks in 50 years. Current conditions may rival, or in some areas even exceed, that scenario. Thermometer record temperatures. Winter knocks early. Forecast for the first week of September. Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota. Lows could fall to 0 to 3 degrees Celsius, 32 to 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Higher elevations risk experiencing the first frost of the season within just days of September beginning. Michigan, Upper Peninsula, daytime highs may only reach 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, 40s degree F. A rare event even in September. Indiana, Ohio, Illinois. Cities such as Indianapolis and Cleveland are expected to face the coldest early September weather in more than 30 years. New England. Daytime temperatures will range from 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, 59 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, with nighttime lows down to 8 to 10 degrees Celsius, 46 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Roughly 5 to 7 degrees Celsius below average. For many, It will feel as though autumn has arrived a full month early. Some may even say it feels like November weather. Outdoor activities, agriculture, and transportation are all likely to be affected. Warning: associated extreme weather risks. These sharp atmospheric shifts bring not only cold but also hazards. Heavy rain and flooding. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas will be hotspots for flooding over the next 3 days. Forecast rainfall: 100 to 200 millimeters, 4 to 8 inches. Locally over 300 millimeters, 12 inches. Both urban flooding and mountain flash floods are likely. Severe storms, where cold air clashes with lingering humid air across the Ohio Valley. Expect strong thunderstorms with lightning, damaging winds, and even hail from midweek onward. Early snow in Minnesota. Light snow flurries cannot be ruled out across far northern Minnesota, an exceptionally rare event for early September. Waterspouts on the Great Lakes, as cold air flows over still warm lake waters. Waterspouts could easily form. Fishermen and boaters must exercise extreme caution. Cyclone impact on the Atlantic hurricane season. Many are asking, what does this mean for hurricanes? The answer: quite a lot. Persistent strong cold fronts act as wind barriers and create shear that can deflect or weaken tropical systems as they near the U.S. East Coast. Currently, only one tropical wave has just moved off the coast of West Africa. It will take another 7 to 10 days before it approaches the Caribbean or the Western Atlantic. But with repeated cold surges, its chances of directly threatening the U.S. mainland in the short term are reduced. Still, forecasters stress that it is only early September. Historically, the peak of hurricane season lasts through October. Residents should not let their guard down. Bullseye Regional Outlook: Northeast, New England and Mid-Atlantic, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and Massachusetts will see nighttime lows of 8 to 12 degrees Celsius, 46 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit. New York City and Philadelphia may dip to 13 to 15 degrees Celsius, 55 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Rapid temperature drops pose health risks, especially to the elderly and children. Thick morning fog is also possible along the coast, disrupting transport. Midwest, Minnesota, Wisconsin, North and South Dakota bracing for near-freezing mornings. Michigan could see early frost. Chicago, Milwaukee, and Detroit will have daytime highs only 15 to 18 degrees Celsius, 59 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Nearly 10 degrees Celsius below normal. Southeast and Gulf Coast, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida face widespread thunderstorms. Rainfall totals 100 to 200 millimeters, 4 to 8 inches. With isolated amounts up to 300 millimeters, 12 inches. Temperatures remain 27 to 32 degrees Celsius, 81 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Fueling strong storms with lightning and hail. West and Rocky Mountains, California, Nevada, and Arizona continue under severe heat, with many places over 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Wildfire danger is extremely high. The Rockies will see afternoon showers with flash flood risks. Snowflake implications for winter 2025-2026. The early arrival of cold air may foreshadow a colder than average winter for the Midwest and Northeast. Factors such as neutral ENSO conditions, early snow cover, and Arctic ice variability are important signals to monitor. Bar graph 7-day forecast highlights. Days 1 to 2. Northeast and Midwest highs 18 to 22 degrees Celsius, 64 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The South sees rainfall of 50 to 100 millimeters, 2 to 4 inches. Days 3 to 4. Minnesota and Wisconsin mornings dip to 2 to 5 degrees Celsius, 36 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Waterspouts possible on the Great Lakes. Days 5 to 6. Cold outbreak peaks. Michigan highs only 8 to 10 degrees Celsius, 46 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Severe storms develop in the Ohio Valley. Day 7. Cold air spreads further into the southeast. The west stays hot and dry with continued wildfire risk. Pushpin preparedness advice. Northern residents, prepare warm clothing and check heating systems. Midwest farmers, take frost protection measures for crops. Southern states, Avoid travel during heavy rainfall and monitor flood warnings. Great Lakes fishermen. Avoid going out during high-risk days. Clapperboard closing message. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States is entering a period of extraordinary weather. Summer has not yet ended, but winter already seems to be knocking. These successive cold waves not only provide a rare coolness for some, but also serve as a reminder of how unpredictable nature can be. What matters most is that we remain ready, across agriculture, transport, healthcare, and in every household. As always, we will continue to keep you updated with the latest forecasts so that together we can stay safe. Thank you for watching today's report. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the latest updates. We look forward to seeing you in the next forecast.